Good evening, everyone. It's the 3rd of January. It's Wednesday evening, and I've entitled this, "Can't Change a Thing." You can't change a thing. There's a lot of people that call themselves change agents. There's people into psychiatry that talk about if you go to therapy, you can change your life. There's people that talk about all you have to do is set goals and you can change. I want to read a passage from Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they shall be given into his hand unto a time, and a times, and a dividing of time. Well, I just want to say this. God is the one that has ordained all things. And you can't change God's mind. God is unchangeable. He's immutable. He's never changing. You can't change a thing. A lot of people think they can change, things. They can change God's mind. And they put up on the walls, prayer changes things and all kind of things. You can't change a thing. Whatever God has decreed, it will come to pass, it says. In Acts, we're told, as many as were ordained to eternal life believed. In him we live and move and have our being. Known unto God are all things from the creation of the world, because he is the one that ordained them. There's nothing that you and I can change. You might say, well, I can change the color of my hair. I can change my clothes. I can change my mind. I can change the baby's diaper. Any change that you do is ordained of God, including changing the baby's diaper, including changing the color of your hair, including changing your clothes. God is the one who ordains all things. By him all things consist. It says that he has made all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. And he created all things, and by him all things consist. If you don't believe it, look at 1 Colossians. Go to Colossians chapter 1. So what's it say? For by him were all things created, that are in heaven, that are in earth. I'm reading verse 16. Visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things consist. We should be praying, if God wills, I will do this and this. Not if I will. Not if I will. We're told to pray, not what my will, but thine be done. Well, Psalm 68:20, he that is our God is the God of salvation, and to God, the Lord, belongs to issues from death. So a lot of people really think that God is able to be controlled. Psalm 77:13, Thy way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? Matthew 22:32, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. God is not the God of the dead, but of the living. A lot of people try to take the position that Satan took. What was the position Satan took? He said in 2 Thessalonians 2:4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped. This is the Antichrist. So that as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, men try to make themselves God. They say, I'm going to seek to change the world. Frank Sinatra sings a song, I Did It My Way. Frank Sinatra, you're an idiot if you think you did it your way. Frank Sinatra, even the bounds of your habitation are under God's control, according to the Bible. We look in Acts 17:26, he hath made of one blood of nations of men for to dwell, all nations of men for to dwell on the face of the earth, and hath determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. Job 26:10, he hath compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night comes to an end. Job 14:5, saying his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And we think that we can change something. There used to be a movie called Back to the Future. It was always trying to circumvent what was known that was coming to pass. Never could be circumvented. It's a good lesson for us to learn. But we can't change a thing. God is the one that sets the bounds of our habitation. And the moment you think that you can change something, God shows you how little bit of power you have. Just like he showed Nebuchadnezzar. And Nebuchadnezzar said, look what my kingdom have wrought. And then he was crawling around like an animal. You know. And at the end of that, he glorified the God who was truly the God of all gods. Well, may the good Lord be with you today, and may we realize we can't change a thing. God bless.